Species linked to the Carex limosa. If you remember all the limosa out there, it's this right here, and I want to point out a couple of features here. Look at the long staminate spike, big long staminate spike, relatively speaking, couple of centimeters long, certainly over a centimeter. And also look at the fact that the pistillate scales are about as long as the perigynia and fairly blunt, and something that isn't mentioned in the books and isn't absolutely reliable but will help a little bit, and that is, notice how the bract of the lowest pistillate spike is quite short and relatively inconspicuous. And I'll pass those around on either side here. And then there is the other species in the pair that are sometimes confused, and in fact I've even seen in print the suggestion that they're all one variable species, which however is quite ridiculous. And that's Carex magellanica. This is what's in the books, older books, as paupercula. And have a look at a couple of features of that. One is the pistillate scales, which are long and pointed. The other is, look at how relatively shorter the staminate spike is. It's a dinky little thing, often not even a centimeter long. And the third thing is, again, and this isn't typically mentioned in books, look at how long the bract of the first pistillate spike is. It's often longer than the inflorescence. So have a look at those three features. And
the second feature that you mentioned, I'm sorry.
The second feature is, which did I mention second? That long...
Relative short stem on spike.
The long and pointed pistillate scales, which actually exceed the perigynia. And have a look at that. And there's a couple of other points that come into play as well. One of them is that whereas limosa has those elongate vegetative culms that function as stolons that we've seen now in a number of settings, magellanica is a clumper, and it has short ascending rhizomes tuned just to keep up with the growth of sphagnum. So it's a clump former, and it does not spread by either rhizomes or stolons. So the growth habit is quite different between the two. And the ecology is different too. Limosa is of course a pioneer out in the wettest and openest spots, and persists as the community closes in. But magellanica, you have to go under the cedars and conifers to find it. And it's usually in sheltered sites on hummocks and cedar swamps and conifer swamps of other kinds. And here we have...
You got it. On the magellanica, is it glaucous as opposed to limosa, or is that just me thinking of it?
Magellanica is maybe a little more... it's
Green.
A different color. It's a little more gray-green. So
seems to be more contrast between the scales and the perigynia.
Yeah.
It doesn't have that pretty coppery scale that limosa.
Oh, I think magellanica's a lot prettier. Oh.
Yeah. And here's a trio of similar things that are all various degrees of abundance and rarity, and they are the little fine-leaved sedges that form the cover under conifer swamps.